Go ahead, start the train. Start the train, man. Start the train. Start the train. Start the train. Carson Wentz back at practice full time. Out there looking like QB1 as we expected. I know it's been a while, man. I just came back from vacation. Of course, I didn't make a video about the Colts and Vikings game. Let's be honest. The Vikings and Colts game was pretty much a kickoff. It was two teams pretty much kicking the football. I mean, they did have a return as a touchdown, but I mean, like, the performance was pretty bad from both sides of the football. I mean, Jacob Eason did pretty decent. No picks, no touchdowns. Ellinger, on the other hand, continued to struggle. Defense was out there doing what they can do best. Quiddy Pay got his first sack. But overall, the game was pretty much a boring one to watch. Not going to lie. I mean, we did get the dub. Pinero looked really good kicking the football. But other than that, the game was it was meh. It was meh. Naheem Hines shown flashes. But other than that, the game wasn't really interesting to watch. Not going to lie. But we're here to talk about Carson Wentz, the Colts QB1. After the performances from Jacob Eason and Sam Ellinger, I think it's safe to say for Colts fans is that we've seen enough from both backup quarterbacks, and now it's time to throw in the real QB. Carson Wentz, it is time for him to come back and play football. Now today he was fully active in practice. He wasn't limited at all. He was out there moving like he wasn't hurt at all. Recovery from the surgery has looked marvelous for Carson Wentz. He looked like he's still able to move around the pocket, play action rollout passes, all those good things he can do. He's just certainly built to play football. Simple as that. No matter how much he's been through as a quarterback and through his controversies in Philly and all these things, he still goes out there and can put on the show at QB. And I can't wait for him to see the field next season as the Indianapolis Colts starting quarterback. Now, of course, I love to see Eason with the full potential offensive line. I would love to see how he's going to look behind that protection that's solid as the Indianapolis Colts usually has. But, we are currently lacking that due to health. There's a lot of injured offensive linemen out there for the Colts. But it is all starting to look up for Indianapolis. So look on the bright side. You got Quentin Nelson aiming to come back week 1. Ryan Kelly aiming to come back week 1. And now you have Carson Wentz potentially aiming to come back week 1, especially after today's breaking video where he's out there throwing dimes out there in the football. You see him moving around and all those good things. It is all good signs looking up for the Colts because Lord knows we've been through a lot in this offseason and training camp. It's like, when is it going to end? When can we just go to playing football and being a contending team to make the playoffs? But good news for Colts fans is that it's starting to look bright for the future for the Indianapolis Colts because of Carson Wentz's footage that released today from Colts social media. It just looked really good for Carson Wentz, man. He looked like he was out there. High praises from Pascal. He claimed that he's looking good out there. He's out there finding the receivers. And the potential is there for the Indianapolis Colts. The sky's the limit. We already seen the production from the wide receiver group of what they can do. Now, of course, we had some inconsistencies with a lot of drop balls in the preseason games. A lot of people dropped the football, including Michael Pittman Jr. Granson dropped a lot of passes and all these things. But I'm not going to really put it on the receivers. I mean, they do have to catch the football, but we have to take it into credit that Jacob Eason is a very strong quarterback. He has probably one of the strongest arms I'm seeing so far, especially out of the Indies locker room. He probably has the strongest arm power, the strongest arm strength. He's just built. He's just very strong. So, I mean, if they drop the football, I'm not surprised. There's freaking bullet passes on every attempt. Even when he's just a true gunslinger. Now, we know what the guys can do when the season comes up. We know they can catch the football. A lot of drop passes is just Indy. A lot of people drop a lot of footballs. It's just bound to happen. But I don't expect that to carry over into the regular season. You're not going to be able to catch every pass unless you're Chris Carter. But, it is what it is. And I think, Carson Wentz coming back, I think he's going to get these guys right. A true leader. Our true leader for Indy. QB1. If he comes back week 1, I expect my predictions is going to change. My predictions is going to change. Now, I still expect us to beat the Seahawks. But I think the odds will probably be even more in our favor going into week 1 if Carson Wentz seems to return against the Seattle Seahawks. Like I said, he looked good today. I can't wait to see him play. You guys let me know in the comment section your thoughts on Carson Wentz in practice today. Him being fully active. and looking like he was fresh. You guys let me know your whole thoughts on Carson in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.